G'day, I'm Emma and this is Rachel and we're from Things by Twins. Today we're planting garlic. We're in the Perth metro area, so March is the perfect time to be planting garlic for us. And this little fella is Thomas. He's going to be helping us. So we're going to start by improving the soil. Let's get started. Let's do it. So I've just put on some soil improver for a bit of organic matter. Rachel right now is popping on some soil solver. It's clay and minerals. So the soil isn't hydrophobic, but it doesn't hold on to moisture enough during the summer. So we're just popping a little bit of clay in and that'll hold a lot more moisture. So as you can see, she's putting quite a lot on, and we're just going to till that in with a garden fork. And I've just popped on some cow manure. That's nice. Organic cow manure. That does smell bad. And because we're in a coastal area, our soil is really alkaline. So cow manure will acidify the soil just a little bit. In the garden bed. This is sea mungus. It's from a company called Neutrog, and I'm not going to hold it up. Oh, hang on. Just give me a little look. Because it's still nearly full. So sea mungus is a oh yes, there it is. It's pelletized. But it's not really a fertilizer. It's more of a plant tonic. So it's got seaweed and manure and fish humic acid. So it's more for improving the soil rather than feeding the plants. So we're also going to have to add in some nutrients. Some blood and bone down, which is our nutrients, and they'll feed off that for quite a long time, but I will reapply fertilizer in a couple of months' time. So that's the blood and bone. So all of our soil amendments are done. We had the sea mungus for soil conditioning. We had soil improver for adding organic matter. We have blood and bone to add nutrients, and we had the clay to hold the water as long as we need it. So now Rachel's doing her reticulation. We're going to pop some drip pipe in. Dog's eating our nutrients. Oh, the dog's eating the nutrients. So Rachel's popping in some drip pipe that has drippers about every 10 centimetres, which is great for garlic, because we're going to kind of try and fit in as many as we can into this bed without going too close. They usually like it about 15-20 centimetres apart. We're going to push it and see what we can do this year. We're popping these pins in to keep the pipe where we want them to be. So I don't know whether you can see that, but just a little bit short right there, but I can get a connector and I'll just finish that line off, but it won't matter about planting today. I'm going to water in by hand. So you can get garlic from lots of different places. You can get it from local growers, nurseries. If you've grown it in the past and you want to keep going, that's the way I do mine. I just take the outer cloves off, and the middle ones we usually use in the kitchen, just so I can grow nice big ones. So there's lots of different varieties that you can grow. I have tended to just grow the ones that I like the taste of and that grow well in my area. So I tried lots of different ones, and the ones that have done well for me I've perpetuated. So I just keep them enough to grow for the next season, and we eat the rest. So when you're planting, you want to grow this flat end down. That's where the roots will come from, and this top bit's where your little shoot will come from. And when you're keeping your garlic, keep it as the whole bulb until you're ready to plant, and then you can break it up into your pieces and try and keep the paper on there. That's really important for storage and keeping your garlic really nice. 2 or 3 different varieties in here now, and honestly I don't really keep track of them, what they are anymore. I just basically keep the ones that I love, and we don't perpetuate the ones that don't do so well. So we've got purpley type ones, I've got brown type ones, I've got white, a whitey colour one. And you find the more you put into your soil, the more you're going to get out of your garlic, because I've grown them in soil with not much in it, and I've grown it in soil that's been prepared, and I can tell you it's a lot better using prepared soil. So let's get planting. There we go, they're all placed, and I'm happy with their placement. So now we just need to dig them in about 5 centimetres and give it a good water in. Whenever I come over to Rachel's place, I steal marigold seeds. They grow like weeds here. So Rachel's watering in now. She's watering with a watering can. We've got reticulation down, but Western Australia has water restrictions, so we're only allowed to reticulate every 3 days a week when you have a bore.
That's him.
Thank you. Thomas has been harvesting. So on the other days, Rachel's going to water by using a watering can, and she'll probably add some feed, because garlic is very, very heavy feeder. So she'll probably add some liquid feed like a power feed or and sea salt. Sea salt is a tonic for plants rather than a feeder though. So you really need the power feed as well as the sea salt. So that's it for today. We've just planted garlic. We amended the soil, put new reticulation in, popped the garlic in and watered it in. So all we have to do now is wait for it to come up. Well, I am going to mulch. But I forgot to buy it. So I will mulch, and if I mulch it before the video comes out, we can put it in. I'll put it in for you. It's actually always a really good idea to mulch, especially in Australia. Our summers are really hot, although it is March, so we're into autumn now, but it's still really hot. Soil health is the #1 priority in gardening. Yeah. So if you get bugs on your garlic and aphids and whatever, your plant should be able to take care of itself if it has good soil. Every now and then I have had to spray for aphids, but I do have some ladybugs around the place, so they usually take care of that kind of thing. Yeah. But if the infestation gets too much, it'll just suck the life out of your garlic and you won't get a very good crop. So I do prefer to stay organic, even though like pest oil and eco oil are classified as organic.
Until you're dead.
I try not to use too much of it, even if I just give a little spray off. Sometimes the aphids just come off by themselves. We plant in March, we harvest in November. Correct. And all you have to do is feed it a couple of times and keep the weeds out. Need about 8 hours of sun a day. And I think that's about it. Anything else, Thomas? Anything else? Do you want to say goodbye?
Bye-bye.
Good boy. Take care, everybody. See you later.